G'day, guys. Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Well, over the last few days, we have some very interesting developments. According to Adam Schefter here, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson suffered a sprained PCL during Sunday's win over the Denver Broncos, per league sources. PCL injuries often sideline players 1 to 3 weeks, and Ravens head coach John Harbaugh already has said that Jackson is less likely to play Sunday versus Steelers, and he's also been on record too, guys, that he's been week to week. Now, the Ravens won that game 10-9. So, in my opinion, this week the Ravens are definitely beatable. And it looks like Lamar Jackson won't be playing versus Steelers. Now, Lamar Jackson's record against the Steelers is 2-3. So the Steelers kind of have his number. They've beaten Lamar Jackson 3 times and he's played in 5 games. Now, overall, his stats are 634 yards, 6.7 average, 4 TDs, 6 interceptions, and 16 sacks, right? And that's not even counting the amount of fumbles that Lamar Jackson has had against the Steelers, which it doesn't show here on my stat sheet. Now, going back to the news. So Lamar Jackson will be out, or highly likely he should be out against the Steelers. But who's going to fill in? Well, this tweet here kind of backs it up. Now, Brett Hundley has been signed from the practice squad. However, I don't think he'll be the backup quarterback. In my opinion, it's going to be Tyler Huntley. He will be the backup quarterback. He's already on the roster. He backs up behind Lamar Jackson. And he actually played last year against the Steelers in 2021. But in 2021, guys, Tyler Huntley. So we have two quarterbacks here, Huntley and Hundley. So Tyler here, 16 for 31, 141 yards, 0 TDs, 2 interceptions, and 3 sacks. And the Steelers won that game for Big Ben send-off 16-13. So it looks like the Ravens are going to go that direction. With Lamar Jackson being out, they're probably going to go Huntley's way, Tyler Huntley, and they're going to see what he can do. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Are you confident with a win over the backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley? I think he's a pretty good quarterback. I like the way he throws the football. I like the way he moves around too. I did see him in the game versus Denver. He has the offense clicking. The Ravens still believe in him. He's a pretty good backup quarterback. However, can he beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and can he beat their defense? That's going to be one to watch. Now, I will end the episode with some mailbag. I had a few mailbag questions from the viewers here. And in particular, one of our viewers, Jennifer. She says here, is it true that Kenny broke the all-time record Steelers quarterback streak of pass attempts without a pick? And I did some research, guys, and definitely, yeah, it came up true, right? I found this tweet from Brooke Pryor. Kenny Pickett won 28 consecutive passes without an interception. Is the longest by Steelers rookie in franchise history. So can we stop the Kenny's a bust nonsense, please? It tells you right there, Kenny Pickett 128 consecutive passes without interception is the longest streak in franchise history. Now, it's not perfect. He's not going out there and throwing a lot of TDs, but he's improving. He was 1 TD last week with Connor Hayward and 0 interceptions. He's improving. Can we stop the bus talk? I'm just done with it. Done. All right, the next question too. Oh, so my apologies. One more. To build from that, guys, I found this tweet too. The Steelers have now gone 4 straight games without a turnover. That's the franchise longest streak since 1939? Man, that's crazy, right? So that was a tweet from Bradley Locker. He's a bloke too from BTSC, does some writing there too. So check out BTSC, Behind the Steel Curtain online. He does some good writing there, some good articles for the site. But the franchise longest streak since 1939. That's crazy. Over 1 month without a turnover. Now, the Steelers got away with one though. Deontay Johnson almost turned the football over, and I thought it was going to be a turnover. So it's been 1 month without a turnover, which is crazy. Now, our last question comes from Jennifer as well. Do you think Frisman Jackson should step in and be more vocal with the receiver negative talk? Do you think he'll be the receiver coach next year? Now, to your last question, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea who's going to be the receiving coach next year. That is one thing I really don't follow too much is like the coaching around the league. It's hard enough to follow the players, so I can't even imagine who would step into his role. Now, in the first part of the question, though, do you think Frisman Jackson should step in and be more vocal? 100%. I think these young receivers, They're full of passion. They're full of anger. They're full of ego. I think you have to like grab all of that and just embody the spirit of Heinz Ward. You know what I mean? When something bad happens, just go and smile. You don't need to be yelling at your staff, yelling at your coaches. Embody all of that passion and put it to use on the field. Go and be physical on the field. Don't be physical off the field. Look what Troy used to do. Troy was a crazy man out there on the field, but the nicest guy off the field. So I think someone's got to step up and talk to him for sure. However, guys, to bring it back full circle, this was the show about Lamar Jackson. So, yes, it looks like he's going to be out for this game. But I think the Steelers might have this one covered. I think the Steelers right now, according to Vegas, are favorites. We might be the favorite. We might be the first time being favorite this year. I'm not even sure. But the Ravens season is now on a cliffhanger. No Lamar Jackson, and happened last year when Lamar Jackson went out. They lost every single game. So Ravens are coming to town. Lamar Jackson's out, and this gives the Pittsburgh Steelers a big chance to win. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.